Hello and welcome to Tuesday DJ Gig Tips on a Thursday. Brought to you by Vibo, the music planning app. I just booked an event. I got the text from a client, a lead, and was able to convince them that a phone call was the way to go and was able to sell my services at a premium, not by telling them how awesome I was, because I don't like doing that. It's okay if my agent does it, or if somebody refers me to a client and they say, oh yeah, Brian's awesome, call him. It's hard for me to say, hey, I'm awesome. I do sales a little different, and I thought I'd share it with you today. Everybody does sales different. There's no right or wrong. It's a style. I'm going to tell you how the text came in and how I turned it into a phone call. The first text is, good morning. I was interested in seeing if you can DJ my wedding in October. My reply is, yes, I'm available if you're interested. And she pops back and says, hey there, is it okay? Can you give me a ballpark price for ceremony and reception? Do you have any lighting or anything like that? Okay. Here's how I handled this. I have it all. To quote price, I need a better idea of the scope of it all. I don't want you to pay for something you don't need. Would you like me to give you a call? The reply was, yes. I'll be available in 30 minutes. Made the call, booked the gig. Here's how it went. Instead of telling them that I was great, I started asking questions right away. What time is the ceremony? Where is it going to be held? Is it going to be held in the same place the reception is being held? What time does dinner start? How late were you planning on going? Things of that nature. What I was able to do in that line of questioning is adjust her times a little bit. I felt like her ceremony was starting a little early. There was going to be too much downtime between the ceremony and reception because they wanted to stay as late as they could in the hall. So we tightened that up a little bit, and she really appreciated that. I just made it a suggestion. I didn't say, you need to do it like this. I was saying, okay, so you're fluid on these times, right? She says, oh yeah, we were just kind of thinking this might work. I was like, okay, well, how about if you start at 3:30? You're wrapped up by 4. If you start dinner at 5 and you go to 11, that's 6 hours. That's perfect. You've got to get cleaned up and out of there by midnight. Nobody's sitting around waiting for anything for too long. That might work really well. Oh yeah, and by the way, they're doing photos before the ceremony, so I didn't have to worry about that bit. Still gave them a good hour for people to have cocktails and be seated. Didn't give too much time, not too little time. I mean, even if they started, 3 o'clock, that's fine. That's an hour and a half. And we talked about those options. And she really appreciated it that somebody was helping her out. We walked through everything that they were thinking about doing. Okay, dinner, sit down our buffet. Great. Are you doing a prayer? Okay. Toasts and speeches. Your cake. Is it a prop cake, or do you have cupcakes and things of that nature? They don't have to cut this up and serve it for dessert, do they? Around all of that, I was able to kind of walk her through what something like dinner could look like, with a grand entrance, with toasts and speeches, and with no weird, awkward speeches while people are waiting to eat, things like that. These are the kind of things that people find helpful. I even went into the dancing portion of the evening and talked about options there. Let's do the first dance, father, daughter, mother, son, all on the block. That's how I usually do it. And the reason I do it that way is so we're not stopping and starting constantly. I asked about garter and bouquet. Is this something you want to do? She was unsure. And I said, okay, if we do it, how about we do it an hour after the mother-son dance? And then I said, well, if you're not doing a garter bouquet, how about an anniversary dance? I explained how that works. And then I also said, and then whoever wins, be it your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, or whoever, you give the bouquet to her. She loved the idea. And I even said, hey, look, even if you do a garter bouquet, we can still do an anniversary dance. I just not give them anything at the end of it. She was sold. Oh, yeah, I'm also directing the ceremony the day before, which, it's like another gig. And I bill it out like another gig because I'm blocking the date. to do it. She was convinced it was the way to go because I asked her, who's marrying you? Is it somebody who's never done this before? She said, it's actually my cousin. Yes, they just got ordained online. Like, yeah, everybody does that. Are you going to need somebody to go in there and help you out on how to organize this? Oh my God, we'd love that. So I gave her the option. I could either come in a little bit before you do this and help you out, or I can be there for rehearsal and direct this thing. I'll bring a battery-powered speaker, a microphone, and I will help you organize this whole thing. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to take what you're thinking would be cool and help make some maybe adjustments on that where it'll work better or work well. And yeah, took it all. So I didn't do it by telling everybody how awesome I was. You know, it's just not my style. If it's your style, that's okay. Some people, oh yeah, I play here, I play there, I'm great, I've been doing this for a long time. You can totally do that if you want to. I do something a little different, and by my actions and by the questions I ask and by the answers that I give, I show them I'm professional. That's how I do it. How do you do it? Let us know in the comment section. I gotta go because my dog is eating something, the puppy. I don't know what, and I probably should find out. So that's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Practice and enjoy.